Gotta keep it level. To offset this one a little bit up because of the opening in the swamp cooler. So today we're going to put another railing up here. What I've got to do is match the roof line with this, because what we've got to do is we're going to put well, say for example, when you get a good piece of one of these up there, you know, I can get it up there somewhere, but what you have to do is you have to have something to nail to up here so that you can seal it to this. And I was thinking what I could do is put another board up here parallel to the one we already have, and then put the polycarbonate up here, and then nail to that. And then what we can do is carve it off so it's nice and flat. And then what we can do is put a nice corner piece on the top that'll we can put some insulation in it and so forth, kind of like this down here if you can see it. But anyway, I figured out a way to do this, and what I'm going to do is just put these little boards like this, and then put a 2x4 across on the top. So here we go. Let me get my, yeah, right there would be good. So here we go. And what we'll do is we'll put little studs like that, I guess you could call them. We'll put little studs like that all along here. Both sides, on the other side too, and then we'll lay a 2x4 against it, and that'll be our outer layer, and it'll be flush with this one. It'll also provide a nice tight corner where we can put some kind of a corner covering over it and insulate it, and it should work pretty good. So let me get the rest of these up, and then we'll show you how the 2x4 will fit. I've got these little studs all set up now. Now what I'm going to do is try to put that other roof level rafter on. So let's put a couple of piles. All right. So now I've got this side, and what I've got to do now is do the same to the other side over here, and then I've got a flush roof over there that we can start putting the paneling on. It'll work. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay, so we got all of the boards installed now, and they're painted as well. So you can see it's all the way down there. If you can see past my ladder, it's all the way down there and all the way up here. So the next step is going to be putting the polycarbonate siding on this side right here. Okay, so here we are in my handy dandy workbench. Anyway, this still works pretty good. Now here's these two marks. Now here we go. There, let me see, I gotta find them again. There's one right there, a little darker, and one right there. Now, mark this. Oh, I'm about out of ink in this guy. But let's see if we can get it to work. Come on, work. Come on. Well, I think I can see that, but just barely. Okay. So now what we got to do is cut this. Now, as I've said before, this thing isn't meant to do this, but boy, it sure works good. This is a cutoff wheel meant to cut metal. Cuts metal pretty good. Cuts plastic real well. Actually, it burns its way through. But, you know, the one thing, the advantage of this is that this thing can flake and chip even if you're on a special, you know, fine-toothed saw or something like that. When you do this, there's no flaking or chipping at all. So I kind of like it. And blades last long. They last a lot longer cutting plastic than they do metal. So here goes. Let's go around this side so you can see it. If I've done this right, this should fit that greenhouse right. And if you remember your geometry from, what do they call it, opposite angles, isometric. I remember the geometry, but I don't remember the names. But anyway, see this one, the reverse of it is exactly the same. So this should go really good for the next one, assuming we've got enough length to it. Looks like we don't. But anyway, so let's go take it down and install the thing. Okay, we're back, and let's see did we cut this right? Let's just put it up there for size for a minute. Oh, well, look at that. Oh, there we go. No, that's perfect. Look at that. Perfect. Now we're going to put it. Okay, now let's put this up right where we had it before. One. Now, you've seen how many screws I've used. You might think, well, that's really overkill. Well, it is if you're looking at structural issues. But see, what I want to do is make sure that this polycarbonate sheet is as tight up against this metal as possible, because I'm going to have to seal it. It's going to be our air seal. And behind here where these ridges are, I'm going to be putting some fiberglass insulation just to stuff those holes. But in between here, I want those really tight, and it looks like it's going to work. Okay, well, we got it. We got all the polycarbonate put on the outside, attached, and you can see it looks pretty good. It goes all the way down the other side, and let me get out here. You can see it goes all the way to the end, and the cooler is right up against it. And the only thing we have left to do is to seal these little pockets in here. And also, let me show you this. You see where it goes against the 2x4 here? We've got to put another 2x4 in here because we need to seal that air pocket up. Same thing down there. And there, you look at it on the inside. There we are. We got it done. And there it is. It's moving along. And you can see our swamp cooler. I've got to trim that polycarbonate back a little bit to fit that hole a little better. But it's looking good. It's all set.